Hello once again. I received a package just recently, a package I was expecting now it was a little over a week, and it finally came. This package came from a friend of mine in Ontario. I've taken the liberty of protecting his name and information by blacking out his address, and of course it was addressed to me. And now we'll pop it open and we'll see what we have inside. And here we have the open package, and now we'll commence to take the items out and do a brief overview of the items. Okay, here is the first item that we'll do a brief run over. You probably already guessed what it is, and I'll proceed now to open up the package. I think now you'll find you'll definitely know what we're looking at now. It's a video camera, a security camera to be precise. And if you notice, this one here has these dots that go around the perimeter of the actual video lens. And this is for night vision. And it's just a typical video camera, security camera. It mounts by this bracket and it's adjustable. It works in day and night. It has infrared sensors which allow it to see in the night with very, very, very low lighting. As a matter of fact, I think the actual can be complete darkness, and there's a red light, a very dull light that beams out of this, and that light itself from the power supply, that's powered by the power supply, actually gives it enough light to see in infrared to give you night vision. And you may wonder why I acquired this unit. I've got a critter outside my house. I'm not exactly sure, but I hear him in the night. Haven't heard him lately, but there's a critter, and I don't know what it is, and I get up sometimes and use a flashlight to try to figure out what it is, and I'm not exactly sure. Could be anything from a mice to a chipmunk to a rat. So it's a small animal. Could be a mink. Not a mink. What am I trying to say? I can't remember the other one anyway, but anyway, it's a smaller animal, a four-legged animal, and I just hear them scurrying around the back of the house sometimes, and so I figured I'd get this camera and just try to figure out what it is, what I'm looking at, because it hasn't been winter time yet, so there's no way to go out and see tracks. So at this stage of the game, this camera will be placed at some point and fed into a monitor, a screen, and I'm going to run a VCR into the video. The video from this camera into a VCR and put it on slow mode, and it's usually in the night that I hear it, and I'll just run it for so many hours each night and review the film. If I hear any noise, well then it's going to be going down the length of the house, so it should see something. Anyway, this is a good security camera, and it's obviously has very, very many uses, especially when it comes to securing property. We'll have a look at the other piece of equipment now. Oh, before I do, I just want to show you the leads here. This one here is the actual power supply plug-in, and this is the video feed. And this thing comes off here, but just like so. But there it is. That's the video feed. So it's just a matter of getting some wiring, and this camera will be on to go. And here is the second item, still boxed. Obviously you may have a good idea what this is already. We'll proceed and open the box and have a look at the contents inside. Okay, here is the receiver. It's obviously you have guessed that it's a camera of some sort. This is the receiver. The antenna is up here, and it's kind of a rubber ducky antenna which screws in there. And there's also a button here for tuning. You can actually tune in the frequency of the camera so that you can do some recording. It has little places here so that you can mount it onto a wall or something. It has a 9-volt power supply plug in the tail end here, and we have video and audio output and a power light, of course. A nice light unit. It's very light actually, and it is the receiver for a very small camera, which is right here. And this wire on top here is the actual transmit wire, I should say. Now, I'm doing this without a tripod this time, just because apparently some people like the actual movement of a camera from time to time, which is what I'm doing here. So it's a bit rough. Here's the tuning here. You'll notice this here part here actually lets you do focus, and there's a mic built into this, so it actually picks up good audio, I'm told. And this here is just the transfer for the wiring for the actual audio, video, and power supply. Now this here can be used in conjunction with this here, a 9-volt 9-volt adapter, so you can actually run up to 12 hours, maybe even more, with this camera. And you would probably see these cameras used in security situations where you're trying to collect some information, some video and audio information. So these cameras are designed to be hidden in secret places, and so you can collect actual video audio data. The video itself, it's pretty crisp, and the audio, really, I'm really impressed with the audio, because a friend of mine that had one similar to this did some samples, and the audios can really detect very clear audio from a fair distance away. Like, I think the sample I seen was about 40 feet away, and just somebody speaking, in a relative inside voice, we'll say. And yeah, so this can be used to collect information, surveillance information, and could come quite in handy for anybody that's looking to collect such video and audio information. And so that should be very easily hidden in many objects. So anyway, that's that unit. So that's the two types of cameras that I have now, and looking forward to putting at least one of them into use very soon with regard to my critter. I hope that you enjoyed the film, and please rate and subscribe and like if you don't mind, and thanks for watching.